Niko astu shano mitra varuna vashvinasham shanna sukritani santu shanna ishiro avivatu vataha. Om Shanno Dhyawa Prithvi Purvahutau Shamantariksham Drishyeno Astu Shanno Ushidir Vanino Bhavantu Shanno Rajasas Patiras Tujishnu. Om Shanna Indro Vasuvidevo Astu Shamadhitirvarunasyushansaha Shanno Rudro Rudrebhir Jalashaha Shamnastva Tagnagriha Srinotu. Om Shanna Somo Bhavatu Brahma Shanna Shanno Gravanaha Shamusantu Yajyaha Shanaha Swarunang Mitayo Bhavantu Shanaha Prashva Samavastavedi. May the all peaceful one give us peace. May our religious undertakings bring us peace. And may the plants and vegetables bring us peace. And may the oblation in this Vedi brings us peace. Atah Shiva Sankalpa Mantra. Om Yajagrato Duramudeti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tataivaiti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yena Karmani Apaso Manishino Yajye Krinvanti Vedate Shudiraha Yada Purvam Yakshaman Taha Prajanam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yat Prajanam Mutacheto Dridischa Yat Jyotirantaramritam Prajasu Yasmanarite Kinchana Karma Kriyate Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yene Dhambhutam Bhuvanam Bhavisyat Parigrihitam Amritena Sarvam Yena Yajastayate Sabdahota Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yasmin Richa Samaya Jungshi Yasmin Pratishtita Ratnava Vivaraha Yasmin Shittam Sarvamotam Prajanam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Susharitirashvani Maya Manushyan Neniyate Vishudirvajinaiva Hrit Pratishtam Yadajiram Javishtam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Sanaha Pavasva Shangave Shamjanaya Shamarvate Shanrajanushadibhya. Om Abhayang Nakaratyamantariksham Abhayang Dhyava Prithvi Ube Ime Abhayang Paschad Abhayang Parastat Uttarad Hadarad Abhayang No Astu. Om Abhayang Mitrad Abhayang Mitrad Dabhayam Jyata Dabhayang Parokshat Abhayang Naktam Abhayang Divana Sarva Asha Mama Mitrang Bhavantu Sarva Asha Mama Mitrang Bhavantu. May we be fearless of our friends and even of those who are unfriendly to us. May we never be fearful of those who we know and even those whom we do not know. May we remain free from any apprehensiveness by night and by day, and may all directions be friendly unto us. Iti sankshepatah shanti karanam ata agni pradipanam. Let me now stand. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Dyauriva Bhuvna Pritivi Vavarimna Tasyaste Pritavi Devayagni Prishtegni Manadhamanadhyaya Dade. Fanning the fire. Om Udbhudya Swagni Pratijagrihi Twamishta Purte Samstrichethamayancha Asmin Sadaste Adhyutarasmin Vishwe Deva Yajamanascha Sidata. Here we begin the offerings. Take 3 pieces of Samidha. Atha Samidhanam. Omayanta idma atma jata vedaste nedhasya vardhasvache vardhaya chasman prashaya prashubhir brahmavarchase nanad dena samidhaya swaha idamagne jata vedase idannamama. Om Samidagnim Dhuvasyata Kritai Bodhayatitim Asmin Havya Juhotana Swaha Idamagne Jatave Idamagne Idannamamam. Om Susamidaya Shochishe Kritam Tivram Jahotana Agnaye Jata Vedase Swaha Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Tantva Samibhirangiro Gritena Vardayamasi Priyachochaya Vishtaya Swaha Idamagnaye Angirase Idannamama. Panchakrita Huti, 5 offerings of ghee. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Daswavardhasvache Dhavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Prashubhir Brahmavarchase Nanadena Samidhaya Swaha Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Daswavardhasvache Tavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahmavarchase Nanadena Samidhaya Swaha Idamagnaye Jata Vedase Idannamama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene दस्वावर्धस्वचेतवर्धय चास्मान् प्रशय प्रशुभिर्ब्रह्मावर्चसे नानाधेन समीदय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा ओमयन्त इदमा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने दस्वावर्धस्वचेतवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया प्रशुभिर्ब्रह्मावर्चसे नानाधेन समीदय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा Fifth and final time. ओमयन्त इदमा आत्मा जातवेदस्ते दस्वावर्धस्वचेतवर्धय छास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मावर्चसे नानाधेन समीधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्नाममा अथा जल प्रसिच्चनम. First in the eastern direction, western direction, north and south, and all around. Om Adite Anumanyaswa. Om Anumate Anumanyaswa. Om Saraswate Anumanyaswa. Om Deva Savitah Prasuvayajam Patim Bhagaya Divyo Gandharva Ketapu Ketannaha Punatu Vachaspatir Vacham Naha Swadatu. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idan Agnaye Idan Namama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya Idan Namama. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapataye Idan Namama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya Idan Namama. Morning and evening Pratah Kalina Ahutis, morning and evening oblations. Om Suryo Jyotir Jyotihi Suryaha Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchaha Swaha. Om Jyoti Surya Suryo Jyotihi Swaha. Om Sajur Devina Savitra Sajur Sasendravatya Jushano Suryo Vetu Swaha. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotir Agni Swaha. Om Agnir Varcho Jyotir Varchaha Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Sajur Devina Savitra Sajunratryendravatya Jushano Agnirvetu Swaha. Om Bhuragnaye Pranaya Swaha. Idamagnaye Pranaya Idannamama. Om Bhurvayave Panaya Swaha. Idam Vayave Panaya Idannamama. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idamadityaya Vyanaya Idannamama. Om Bhurabhuva Swaragni Vayavaditebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Swaha. Idamagni Vayavaditebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Idannamama. Om Apo Jyotiraso Amritam Brahma Bhurbhuvaswarom Swaha. Om Yan Medhang Devagana Pitarasto Pasate Tayama Madhya Medhayagni Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadran Tanna Asuva Swaha. Om Agninaya Supataray Asman Vishwani Deva Vayona Nividwan Yoyodhyasmat Johorarnameno Bhuishtante Namauktim Videma Swaha. At this time, we have special mantras by Pandita Nirvani. Om.
Namaste all. At this time, we'll do the Pavamana Ahuti. And this is a key offering. Om Bhurabhuvaswaha Agna Ayushi Pavasva Asufurjamisham Janaha Are Vadasva Duchanam Swaha Idamagne Pavamanaya Idannamama
Om Bhurabhuvaha Swaha Agnirishi Pavanana Panchajanya Purohitaha Tamimahe Mahagayam Swaha Idamagne Pavamanaya Idannamama Om Bhurabhuvaha Swaha Agni Pavaswa Asmi
Varcha Suviryam Dadatre Me Posham Swaha Idamagne Pavamanaya Idannamama Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Prajapate Natvare Tanyanyo Vishwajatani Parita Babhuva Yat Kamaste Jomastano
Astu
Vayam Syama Patayorayirnam Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idannamama. At this time, we'd like to send our condolences to the family of Mataji Ramgulam, who passed away this week in Florida, and she was cremated this week as well. Mataji and Pandit Ramgulam were long-standing members of the Arya Spiritual Center since its inception. Mataji supported us. She watched our program every week from Florida.
Om.
And at this time, we'll do some special mantras for the soul of Mataji. Om tapasaye anadrishyas tapasaye swarayayuhu tapoye chakriman stans chidevapi gacchatat swaha. Om ye yudyante pradhaneshu shuraso ye tanutyajaha ye vasahasra dakshinas tanchidevapi gacchata swaha. At this time, we're praying also May you also attain the status of other people who have achieved a pleasant life through austerity and those who have observed strict discipline of penance. O soul, may you attain the status of those brave soldiers who gave their lives in the call of duty while fighting in the battlefield, and those who give generous gifts in yajna. We'll also at this time chant the Triambakam for those of members of our congregation who are recovering from any ailments, whether mental or physical. And I ask you all to join in this Triambakam mantra. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Paridhanam Urvarkameva Bandhanam Mrityormokshiyamamrita Swaha. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Paridhanam Urvarkameva Bandhanam Mrityormokshiyamamrita Swaha. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Paridhanam Urvarkameva Bandhanam Mrityormokshiyamamrita Swaha. O God, the protector of all, you are omniscient, for you are the past, present, and future. Ye shower fragrance and health, O God. As a ripe fruit breaks away from the stem automatically, similarly, relieve us from death, giving us liberation in the form of immortality. This past Monday, now we'll do the birthday celebrations. This past Monday, we had two of our members celebrating their birthday. Pandita Bharati Ji, who needs no introduction whatsoever, she celebrated her birthday this past Monday. Pandita Ji is a stalwart in the Hindu community. She, right here in New York, as well as in Florida and other parts of the country, she is a true leader. She has set an example for us to follow. Her contribution is in facilitating our community to uphold the Indian culture through the East Indian Music Academy is commendable. She's very well respected in the Arya Spiritual Center and very well loved. The executives and members of the Arya Spiritual Center would like to extend birthday greetings to Pandita Bharati Ji for a full and blissful life. May she live 100 and beyond years. I'm going to ask Bahen Diana and Rajin at this time to offer ahutis for these two celebrants. And our daughter Sandhya also celebrated her birthday this past Monday. Sandhya has been a blessing in our family, and we pray that from today onwards, may she be blessed with foresight to make rational decisions. May Sandhya, may you welcome success with humility. May you have the wisdom to meet and overcome adversities while staying strong and humble. May you always be blessed with a clear mind to share wealth and knowledge. And may your future be filled with prosperity and happiness. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrinuyama Deva दृष्ट्वा सत्स्वनोभिर् व्यशेमहि देवहितं यदायः स्वाहा। ॐ इन्द्रजीव सूर्यजीव
स्वेव जीव जीवयासं
सर्वमानयुर्जीव्यासं स्वाहा।
ॐ
ॐ
तक्षक्षुर्देवहितं
पुरसा शुक्रमुक्षरत् पश्येम शरदाशतः जीवेम शरदाशतम् शृणुयाम शरदाशतम् प्रप्लवाम शरदाशतम् हरिनास्याम शरदाशतम् भूयश्च शरदः शतात् स्वाहा। O all perceiving ones, well-wisher of the righteous, you are pure and eternal. May you enjoy your blessings of sight, hearing, speech, and life for 100 years. Even if you live beyond 100 years, may you continue to enjoy all these blessings. And this time, I hand you back over to Pandita Devi Ji.
Om Purnahuti Roop Agavahuti. Om 5 ghee, making only ghee offerings. Om Agnai Swaha Idam Agnai Idam Namama. Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idam Namama. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idam Namama. Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idam Namama. Om Bhuragnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idam Namama. Om Bhuvarvayave Swaha Idam Vayave Idam Namama. Om Swaradityaya Swaha Idam Adityaya Idam Namama. Om Bhurabhuva Swaragni Vayavaditebhyaha Swaha Idam Agni Vayavaditebhyaha Idam Namama. Atha Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. O soul of life, the holy King of kings, O God of all the regions, high and low, O Lord of joy, whose glory nature sings, who shapes the earth and let the mortals go, we seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of holy light, which drives away the gloom of sins we hate and makes the souls of righteous people bright. Our heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to win thy grace, to make us good and wise, and bless our minds with knowledge full and free, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. हे दयालु परमात्मन, आप अपनी असीम कृपा से हमारी सदा रक्षा करते हैं। आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है। अपनी सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठित और सुप्रसिद्ध है। आप सर्व उत्तम, शुद्ध, पवित्र और ज्ञान स्वरूप है। आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है। आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की कान है। आपका हम प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और आप हमें विवेकशीलता, धारणावती मेधा, सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करें। शिष्टकृत आहुति। ॐ यदस्य कर्मणोद्यारि ऋचं यद्वान्यूनमिहाकरम् अग्निष्टस्विष्टिकृद् विद्यात् सर्वं सृष्टं सहोतं करोतु मे। अग्नये शिष्टकृते सहुतहुते सर्वप्रायश्चित्त हुतीनां कामानां समर्धयित्रे सर्वानः कामानां समर्धय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये सृष्टकृते इदन्नामम। Prajapati Ahuti, silent offering. Om Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idam Namama. All is final, all is complete, O Agni. The all-pervading one fully knows what is excessive in or lacking in our performance in this sacrifice. May He, the fulfiller, fulfill our sacrifice by harmonizing it with our intent and making it well performed. We beseech Him to make us successful in all that we desire. We address this prayer to Him who fulfill all offerings and make them well performed, who accepts all confession, repentance, and who grants success in all righteous wishes. All this is unto Agni, the fulfiller, nothing is ours. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Angasparsh. Oh, with outstretched palms over the fire, placing it direct heat, feel the heat and the nerve endings of the finger and let it absorb through the body for forever wellness. Om Tanupa Agniyasi Tanwang Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agniyasi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchoda Agniyasi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Unam Tanva Aprina. Om Medhang Me Devi Savita Adadhatu. Om Medhang Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medhang Me Ashvinau Devavadhattam Pushkarasrajau. Om Vakchama Apyayatam. Om Pranashchama Apyayatam. Om Chakshishchama Apyayatam. Om Shrotram Chama Apyayatam. Om Yasho Balam Chama Apyayata. Over to Neeraj for our Yajya Geet.
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। वेद की गाय रचाए, सत्य को धारण करे, हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे, शोक सागर से तरे। अश्वमेधादिक रचाए, यज्ञ पर उपकार को, धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को। स्वार्थ भाव में ते हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो, ईदन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो। हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक, हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक, वंदना हम कर रहे। नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा, आपकी सब पर रहे। प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे, प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत्। हे ईश सब सुखी हो, कोई न हो दुखारी, सब हो निरोग भगवन। धन धान्य के भंडारी, सब भद्र भाव दे के, सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो। दुखिया न कोई होवे, सृष्टि में प्राण धारी। हे ईश सब सुखी हो। O Lord, may all be happy, may all be free from misery, may all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Iti Havana Yajya Samaptaha. Namaste, and we would now like to pass on the rest of the program on to our host, Pandita Nirvani ji.
Thank you, Bhai Neeraj. Thank you, Pandita Devi, Mahindarshini, and Bhai Neeraj for doing such a wonderful program this morning, getting us in the spiritual and devotional mood with Sandhya and Hawan. I welcome you, whether you're joining us virtually or you're joining us in Mandir today. We welcome you to today's service. Last night, we had a very successful Sangeeti Liye show. And I'm sure it's evident because not a lot of us are in Mandir today. And we're very happy that we had such a wonderful turnout last night despite the rain. Today's service is going to be dedicated in recognition of Sita Jayanti. Why do we recognize these auspicious days? Ram, Sita, they have been notable characters, notable figures in the history of India. Why in this part of the world do we choose to recognize these days? Well, when you hear the name Sita, what comes to mind? For me, there are two character traits that come to mind when I hear the name Sita: virtue and dedication. The mere idea of Sita is synonymous with purity. Parents consider it a blessing to name their daughter Sita. For those reasons, we choose to emulate these people because of their exemplary lives. And today's program is dedicated in honor of Mata Sita. To start off our program, I am going to invite Bhai Neeraj, in fact I should say Pandit Neeraj, as he's going to present some chaupais in recognition of Mata Sita. Pandit Neeraj is a very integral part of our Arya Spiritual Center. He's very dedicated to our Sunday service and representing our mandir otherwise. And now I'm going to hand you over to Pandit Neeraj. And while they're getting set up, I just want to remind you that to get these programs on the ground, to get these programs presented, whether it's a regular Sunday service or if it's a special service or whatever it is, there's a lot of behind the scenes planning that go along with it. For the Mahila, I can speak of the Mahila service because I'm a part of it. There is background preparation that goes on behind the scenes. A team of us come together, we pick a theme, we collaborate with singers, we collaborate with who's going to present the message to be able to present a cohesive and a program that you can relate to. So for those of you who collaborated to make today's program a reality, I would like to thank you. And now I think Bhai Neeraj is ready, and I'm going to hand the microphone over to him.
जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई, जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई, गणनायक करि बर बदना, गणनायक करि बर बदना, करो अनुग्रह सोई, बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सदना, जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई, मोक होई बाचाल पंगो, चदे गिरिवर गहना, जासु कृपा सो दयाल द्रव, सकल कली मल दहना, जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई, गणनायक करि बर बदना, जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई, वंदो गुरु पद कंजा, कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोह तम पुंज जासु वचन रवि कर निकरा जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई गणनायक करि बर बदना जो सुमिरत सिद्धि जो सुमिरत सिद्धि जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई. Namaste everyone. This morning I'm going to present a couple chaupais related to Mata Sita. I was asked to sing a bhajan, but there was a great lack of bhajans, I find, especially Vedic bhajans that portray or describe Mata Sita. But I found a couple chaupais in Ayodhya Kand that just kind of describe her wedding to Sri Ram and describe what she was like at that time. With all the rain, I was inspired to sing in Rag Malhar. So, and for those of you who don't know, Rag Malhar is a rag for the rainy season. So we'll be beginning in Rag Gaur Malhar. And just to let you all know, all this music is composed by Pandit Ravi ji. So if you like it, give him a call and tell him that you liked it. If you didn't like it, you can tell me. Doha. सोहति बनित बंदा महोना सोहति बनित बृंदा महोना सहज सुहावन सिया सहज सुहावन सिया छवि ललना गण मध्य जनो सुषमातीय कमनीय ओ रामा सुषमातीय कमनीय. Sita, in her native loveliness, shone forth among the many ladies as a charming personification of beauty in the midst of all the royalty that was present. Rag Mia Malhar, Chaupai. सिया सुंदरता बरनी न जाए सिया सुंदरता बरनी न जाए लघुमति बहुत मनोहरताई बहुमति बहुत मनोहरताई आवत देखी बरात न सीता आवत देखी बरात न सीता रूप राशि सब भांति पुनीता रूप राशि सब भांति पुनीता जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा. Sita's elegant form baffles all description. So poor is my wit, says Sri Tulsidas, and so surpassing her charm. When the members of the bridegroom's party saw Sita coming, they realized she was the highest epitome of beauty and spotless in every way. Continuing with Rag Mia Malhar. सुर प्रणाम करी बरसहिन फूल सुर प्रणाम करी बरसहिन फूल मुनि असीस दुनि मंगल मूल मुनि असीस धुनि मंगल मूल गान निशान खोला हलु भारी गान निसान खोला हलु भारी प्रेम प्रमोद मगन नर नारी प्रेम प्रमोद मगन नर नारी प्रेम प्रमोद मगन नर नारी जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा. The gods made their obeisance, bowed and paid respect, and laid down flowers while the sages uttered their benedictions, which were the source of all blessings. The songs that the ladies sang, combined with the beat of the kettle drums, produced a loud symphony. Men and women both were lost in love and rejoicing. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you, Bhai Neeraj. I'm kind of glad that you didn't find that song because we would have been cheated out of this experience. Thank you so much for presenting that to us and allowing us to experience that. And I'm sure that a lot of you, especially the women folks, as you listen to that, you're probably recalling a wedding scene, whether it's in Guyana or here, with the description that Bhai Neeraj gave. Thank you again, Bhai Neeraj. Next on our program, I am going to ask Bhai Dian and Bahin Darshini to present the 10 principles of Arya Samaj. As you know, our focus this year is to revive the 10 principles as we continue to celebrate the Renaissance Rishi. Thank you.
सप्रेम नमस्ते. आर्य समाज के 10 नियम. प्रथम नियम, सब सत्या विद्या और जो पदार्थ विद्या से जाने जाते हैं उन सब आदि का मूल परमेश्वर है.
God is the primary cause of all true sciences and of all objects known through their means.
द्वितीय नियम, ईश्वर सच्चिद आनंद स्वरूप निराकार सर्वशक्तिमान न्यायकारी दयालु अजन्मा अनंत निर्विकार अनादि अनुपम सर्वाधार सर्वेश्वर सर्वव्यापक सर्वंतर्यामी अजर अमर अभय नित्य पवित्र और सृष्टिकर्ता है. उसी की उपासना करनी योग्य है.
God is existent, intelligent, and blissful. He is formless, omnipotent, kind, endless, unchangeable, beginless, unequaled, the support of all, the Lord of all, omnipresent, immanent, unaging, immortal, fearless, eternal, pure, and the creator of the universe. He alone should be communed with.
तृतीय नियम, वेरा सब सत्या विद्याओं का पुस्तक है. वेरा का पढ़ना पढ़ाना सुना सुनाना सब आर्यों का परम धर्म है.
Ved is the text of all true knowledge. Reading, teaching, hearing, and propagating the Ved is the paramount duty of all Aryas.
चतुर्थ नियम, सत्य को ग्रहण करने और असत्य को छोड़ने में सर्वदा उद्यत रहना चाहिए.
One should always be prepared to accept truth and reject falsehood.
पंचम नियम, सब काम धर्म अनुसार अर्थात सत्य और असत्य को विचार करके करने चाहिए.
All work should be done according to the rules of dharma, that is, after due reflection of truth and untruth.
शास्त्र नियम, संसार का उपकार करना इस समाज का मुख्य उद्देश्य है, अर्थात शारीरिक आत्मिक और सामाजिक उन्नति करना.
Doing good to the whole world is the main objective of this samaj, that is, improving the physical, spiritual, and social conditions of mankind.
सप्तम नियम, सबसे प्रीति पूर्वक धर्म अनुसार यथा योग्य बरतना चाहिए.
One should interact lovingly, righteously, and appropriately with each other.
अष्टम नियम, अविद्या का नाश और विद्या की वृद्धि करनी चाहिए।
One should always promote knowledge and dispel ignorance.
नवम नियम, प्रत्येक को अपनी ही उन्नति में संतुष्ट न रहना चाहिए, किंतु सबकी उन्नति में अपनी उन्नति समझनी चाहिए।
No one should be contented with his or her personal prosperity, but should consider the prosperity of others as one's own prosperity.
दशम नियम, सब मनुष्यों को सामाजिक सर्वहितकारी नियम पालने में परतंत्र रहना चाहिए और प्रत्येक हितकारी नियम में सब स्वतंत्र रहे।
Everyone should abide by social laws that are beneficial to all. However, one should have freedom of choice in obeying rules of personal welfare.
And this concludes the 10 principles of the Arya Samaj. Namaste.
And now we'll go into this morning's announcements. So at the Arya Spiritual Center, we offer a variety of programs. The first is our Thursday Satsang class, and these sessions are led by Pandit Deepak Raman on Thursdays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. via Zoom. If you are interested, there is a Zoom link on the flyer. This coming Thursday in the Thursday Satsang, Pandit Deepak will begin chapter 2 in our year-long study of the Satya Prakash. If you'd like to be a part of our mandir even further, we invite you to join our Mahila group. As you can see from today's satsang, our Mahila plans and executes one of the Sunday morning satsangs. And we are also meeting as a kirtan group to practice chanting mantras and singing keets and bhajans. Pandita Nirvani is here today. If you would like to speak to her about joining the Mahila, we'd love to have you. We also offer a youth forum for our youths. And if you were here last night, I don't think I need to explain what the youths do at the youth forum. They presented a phenomenal program last night. They meet monthly. The next youth forum, May 3rd. So the next youth forum is May 13th here at the Arya Spiritual Center. If you would like to join the youth forum, please come out and support them. They'll start planning for a Sangeet early at 9. The next time they meet. If you'd like to make a paperless donation, if you were here last night, you heard it over and over again. We are now a modern mandir. So we have multiple ways for you to make your donation. You can do so by using that QR code on the screen, and that will take you to our PayPal page. And we also now have Zelle, and our Zelle is connected to our email address. So you'd use that email address to make your donation. And again, that email is aryaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. Center is spelled C-E-N-T-R-E. Don't want to make your donation to C-E-N-T-E-R. We are also now on social media, so you can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Finally, please save the date for our 37th annual Arya Virdal Shikshan Shivir, our Dharmic teaching and training camp. So that's going to take place on July 5th through 16th. Again, that's July 5th through 16th. The camp is open for all children from ages 5 up. And the applications are not out just yet, but watch out for those. And if you have questions and you need more information, you can contact Panita Devi, and Pahin Diana, and also Panit Parrot. Those are all the announcements for this week. Namaste.
Thank you, Vandarshini. She mentioned the youths. And I don't know if you see how evident it is, the participation and how important our youths are. Vandarshini is also a very valuable part of our Sunday service. She's a valuable part of the Mahila. Bhai Dion, I don't know if you've been following our social media pages or Facebook page, if you're our friend or however you follow social media. We are very active on social media. As Bhandarshini said, we are in the modern age. Our Spiritual Center is in the technology age. And Pi Dion helps to maintain our Facebook page. And I want to thank him for that because we are rocking and rolling with updates. And one of our next youths will be presenting our next item, Pai Rajin. And Pai Rajin has been coming to this Monday for a very long time. He's very talented. He's a very talented teacher at the East Indian Music Academy. He also has a very melodious voice, and I will leave you to enjoy that voice right now. Thank you.
All right. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. So, once again, as Bhai Neeraj had mentioned, I apologize due to the lack of Mata Sita bhajans that I could find. So I will be singing a regular bhajan, Man Mahila aur tan ko dhoye. मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं मन मैला और तन को धोए फूल को चाहे कांटे बोए मन मैला और तन को धोए मन मैला और तन को धोए करे दिखावा भक्ति का क्यों उजली ओढ़े चादरिया भीतर से मन साफ किया ना बाहर मांझे गागरिया परमेश्वर नित द्वार पे आया परमेश्वर नित द्वार पे आया तू भोला रह सोए मन मैला और तन को धोए मन मैला और तन को धोए फूल को चाहे कांटे बोए मन मैला और तन को धोए मन मैला और तन को धोए कभी न मन मंदिर में तूने प्रेम की ज्योत जलाई सुख पाने तू दर दर भटके जन्म हुआ दुखदाई अब भी नाम सुमिर ले हरि का अब भी नाम सुमिर ले हरि का जन्म वृथा क्यों खोए मन मैला
तन को धोए फूल को चाहे कांटे बोए मन मैला और तन को धोए सांसों का अनमोल खजाना दिन दिन लुट का जाए मोती लेने आया तट पे सीप से मन बहलाए साचा सुख तो वो ही पाए साचा सुख तो वो ही पाए शरण प्रभु की हो मन मैला तन को धोए मन मैला और तन को धोए फूल को चाहे कांटे बोए मन मैला और तन को धोए मन मैला और तन को धोए मन मैला और तन को धोए Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan. And when I hear you singing that, it brings me back to when I was in Guyana and Sunday mornings when the neighbors would be playing their devotional songs. So thank you. At this point, I am going to invite our Chairman of Trustees, Bhai Sagar, to give his message, his little message.
Thank you, Panita Nirvani, and namaste, everyone. Please give Panita Nirvani a big hand. She's doing a tremendous job planning, executing, and actually running today's program. You know, there are many things we are grateful for at this mandir, and I must say that we've made a conscious effort in the past 8 to 10 years to incorporate not only youths, but all different segments into this mandir. And I think after watching last night's program, it was such an extraordinary display of talent. It was incredible. Give everyone a big hand who planned and executed that program, including our own Bahendayana, who actually led that effort. You know, it reminds me of what one of the Pandits says. Pandit Satish actually said this 30 years ago. In one of his pravachans, he made a statement. He said, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? And that's a statement that, you know, on Channel 5 News, Fox News, is always out there. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? And it was a time when we were in a place where we didn't know what was happening in the school system. We didn't know what was happening in our community. And we were concerned. And that's why that statement was made by one of our senior pandits at that time. I have to tell you, after watching last night, I can say we know where our children are. We've come a long way after 30 years because they are now infused in the community. They are here, they're participating, they're doing all sorts of events. I attended an event last week, and I have to tell you, I'm really encouraged by what I'm hearing in our sister organizations, the USA Pandit Parishad. They're also planning some major programs as we are. And one of the focus of these organizations is our youths, because I've always said this: the youths of today is the leaders of tomorrow. We have to make sure that we are inclusive, and we make sure we give them the scope to exceed. Now, I know we said special mantra. I want to say just briefly, we said special mantras for Mataji who passed away, and I want to reach out to the family in Florida and give them our condolences. Mataji's husband was an integral part of the first executive of the Samaj. Pandit Ram Gumlam and myself and Pandit Ramlal were members of the first executive committee of this Mandir. And that family migrated to Florida along with Bhai Dutt, Bhai Amos, and a whole bunch of others who were here at the beginning. And they watch our program very religiously on Sundays. They call, I mean, she was 92. She would call me every 2 months and says, Bhai Sagar, I'm watching. And if I can't find it, I call my daughter and says, connect me. You know, she's elderly, but she'll make sure she's connected and she's watching our program. So our condolences goes out to that family, and we share your grief. And Mataji, wherever you are, I hope your soul is blessed. Also, we want to mention, I know Bhain Darshini gave you a rundown of our to-dos and our events coming up. I just want to put on the calendar also, we have Mother's Day and Father's Day coming up, and we will be having major programs here at the Mandir. We just want you to plan and make sure that you put that on your calendar also. Is it May 14th, I believe? And then I believe the second week in June, or is the first week in June? Third week in June. So please put that in your calendar. We'll be having major celebrations here at the Mandir. With those few words, I say namaste and thank you.
Thanks, Bhai Sagar. And if you are in a position to reach out to the family of Mataji, please, I encourage you to do that like Bhai Sagar did. Today's program could not have been what it is without our musicians. I would like to say thank you to Bhai Deepak, Bhai Rajin, and Bhai Neeraj for your contribution. Also, Bhai Dion for making today's program special. Also, our producers, Bhai Kewal and Stefan, thank you so much for whatever you do. We know there's some behind-the-scenes stuff that you need to do. We thank you for everything, for making this possible so that it can be streamed live. Thank you so much. And just an announcement for all the mothers who are here today. We plan on putting together a surprise for Mother's Day, which is on May 14th, and that program will be led by the Mahila. We're asking that the mothers just stay back just a few minutes before you go down for a bhojan, just so that we can take a picture. None of our services are ever complete without a message. Today's message will be delivered by Bahen Diana Ramsamuj. As we've heard Bhai Sagar say, Bahen Diana was very instrumental in helping to put together last night's program. We also mentioned the Irish Spiritual Center coming into the technology age. Again, Bahen Diana was very instrumental in getting ASC into the technology age. I know there was a lot that was done during COVID, and Bahen Diana played a very big part in helping to get us here. That in turn has broadened our scope as a community to be able to share, teach, and learn. And this has opened so many doors for all of us. I know personally it has opened those doors for me to be able to learn and share on different social media platforms representing the Irish Spiritual Center. Thank you, Bahen Diana. And now I invite you to present the message. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Nirvani. Respected pundits, executive body, Mahila, youths, members, and viewers online, Namaste. Today, I will be talking about the role of Sita Ma and women of today. You can't tell because the sound system is so good, but I do have a sore throat, so I'll ask my Chota Bhai to Neeraj to help me with my chanting today. So let's begin with an opening prayer. Can we put up the first slide, please? Second. Chant with me so you all can help me and my voice. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. O God, let us all unite and protect ourselves. Let us render service to others, and let our studies be beneficial and lustrous. Let there be no hatred among us. As we celebrate Sita Jayanti, let us first understand the life of Sita Ma, the life that she lived. Due to time, I'll give you the Cliff's Notes version of her life story. She was the daughter of King Janaka. Upon marriageable age, he held a competition to the man who could lift the bow of Sri Shivaji. Sri Ram was the person who was able to lift and break the bow, therefore winning Sita's hand in marriage. Sita and Ram went to his kingdom where, of course, a series of events led him into exile for 14 years. She did not complain with the hand that fate dealt her. Sita Ma did not want her husband to go alone, and especially without her. She had to fulfill her duties as a wife. Sita Ma was later kidnapped by Ravan and taken to his kingdom in Lanka, where Sri Hanuman came to rescue her. When he came to rescue her, she made it known to him that it was her husband's duty to rescue her. She wanted to make sure that no man other than her husband touched her in order to protect her dignity. After her rescue, she still had to prove her purity by the test of fire, which is called Agni Praksha. Suffice to say, she survived, and her story doesn't stop there, of course. But that's not the part of this message that we want to focus on. So let's start with a chaupai that talks to us about challenging times. What are the things that are put to the test when we are faced with challenges?
धीरज धर्म मृत्यु अरुनारी आपद काल पर की अहिचारी वृद्ध रोग बस जरदन हीना जरदन हीना जरधन हीना वृद्ध रोग बस जरधन हीना अंदन भदिर क्रोधी अधीना जय राम श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा.
In times of difficulty, there are 4 things that are put to the test: your power of endurance, your relationship to nature, your religious nature, your friend, and your spouse. So again, your power of endurance, your religious nature, your friend, and your spouse. I'm sure that we all here can relate to those challenges in life. This message is to learn how Sita Ma's life's lessons can apply to us women today. Sita's trials and tribulations led her to be an example of pure devotion, endurance, and strength. The female experience and history is different from our male counterparts without a doubt. This Manusmriti's verse is one of my favorites. Let's see how it correlates with today's message. Let's chant together.
Dasya pujante ramante tatra devataha Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devataha yatra etastu na pujyante sarvastatra phala kriyaha sarvastatra phala kriyaha sarvastatra phala kriyaha.
It states yatra, where, naryas, women, too, definitely, pujyante, are honored. So where women are definitely honored, tatra, there, ramante, enjoy, and devataha, divine beings, which is the feminine. So what is this verse trying to say? Divine beings find joy in places where women are honored. Where they are dishonored, all actions result in negative outcomes. So wherever women are honored, divinity will bloom. Dishonor a woman, and the outcomes will be unfavorable. I mean, I'm sure in history we've seen some of that with the great leaders and that we've seen in history. They say, give a woman groceries and she will make you a meal. Give her a house and she will make it a home. So wherever a woman is given, whatever a woman is given, she will multiply. The next mantra speaks of women in the household, which further speaks of a woman's role in the home.
Griham griham ityahur grihani grihamuchyate na griham griham ityahur grihini grihamuchyate griham tu grihinihinam aranya satrisham matam aranya satrisham matam Aranya satrisham matam.
A house made of wood, cement, and stone, and etc. is not a home. The wife is indeed the cornerstone of a home. A house without a wife is a lonely forest. So as I said, this quote by Eric Gray really personifies what a woman is. And I'll repeat it again. If you give her a home, if you give her a house, she'll give you a home. If you give her groceries, she'll give you a meal. If you give her a smile, she'll give you her heart. She multiplies and enlarges whatever is given to her. So throughout history, females had to face ownership, being treated as property, oppression, no voting rights, no rights to work, no rights to a bank account, etc. And we were pigeonholed into the categories of wife, housewife, caretaker, mom. That was it. And then when we were able to work, it was teacher or nurse. So women are constantly made to feel inferior to men. When we all know this, but we all know that this is by case far from the case, right? So, however, we are much more than what history has dictated our role and our character should be. There are no words that can describe the various roles we play on a daily basis, but there is a picture. So, can we pull up the slide? Yes, there you go. Do you see that? Do you see the many arms and the many things she has that going on for her? That is the personification of the multitaskers that we are. So now can you fully comprehend the level of power a woman has? Swami Dayanand was a proud advocate of women's rights, as you've heard in the last few months. He recognized the role that women have played and the need for them to be given the chance to continue to uplift society. We, as women, have a tendency to put everyone ahead of ourselves. We push our needs and our feelings and our passions to the side, just as Sita Ma does. She placed her own wants and desires aside and goes into exile with her husband Sri Ram. And she does so with pure love and devotion and courage, with resiliency. She faced uncomfortable situations and hardships with grace and dignity. How great was Sita Ma? That's why we're celebrating her today, right? And with that answer, we need to move beyond. Behind every man is a great woman. And to say, beside every man is a great woman. We should no longer push ourselves to the back because we don't belong there. When I look at each and every one of you here today, I see not only beauty, I see not only the beauty of Sita Ma, but I also see her courage, her resilience, and her strength reflected in each of you. And that includes you online as well. Amidst all the adversities and challenges, Sita Ma, she still managed to keep her cool and remain strong and resilient. So from the Ramayana, what have we learned from Sita's life? Her life teaches us important lessons. It teaches us devotion and loyalty. Her loyalty is demonstrated when she chooses to accompany Ram into exile, despite the challenges it was likely to bring. It teaches us courage and resilience. Sita is a strong and resilient character who faced many challenges, including being kidnapped, and she endures great hardships with grace and dignity, never losing her courage or her faith. It teaches us selflessness and sacrifice. She puts the needs of others before her own need. She willingly accepts exile to support her husband and later sacrifices her own safety and comfort to protect the honor of her husband and her family. The Ramayana also teaches us about inner strength and purity. Sita's purity of heart and mind is legendary. She maintains her inner strength even in the face of great adversities and always remained true to her values and beliefs. And lastly, it teaches us about respect for traditions and elders. Sita is deeply respectful of her elders and traditions and embodies the values of our Hindu culture. She demonstrated the importance of following dharma, righteousness, and the consequences of ignoring it. Overall, Sita's life is a powerful example of strength, courage, loyalty, and devotion, which is no different from our story today. Her story continues to inspire people around the world to this day, and women of today continue to embody her qualities. For everyone today, I ask, how can you honor the woman in your life? Please, don't just wait for Mother's Day or Sister's Day. Wait, is Sister's Day even a thing? No, Raksha Bandhan is not. No. We need a Sister's Day. We need to move a motion by Sagar. Sister's Day needs to be recognized. Every day, try to recognize the valuable work that women do for you. And Matajis, Behens, Didis, I'd like you to recognize when your cup is empty, please stand up and do something about it. You need a babysitter, you need a break, call on friends and family. Take a moment for yourself. Go to the spa, get a break, focus on yourself. The message today is dedicated to Panita Bharti, my mother-in-law. A very happy belated birthday to you. And it's dedicated to my mother and my sister-in-law, who are my examples of who a role model should be. And it's dedicated to you women for striving for perfection on a daily basis. You are the Sita Ma, the Durga Ma, the Saraswati Ma, the Lakshmi Mas in many lives. What you do every day is an example of your strength, your resiliency, your endurance, and especially your love. May you continue to have the strength to endure to withstand, to sustain the challenges and the successes that life continually showers upon you. And I'll end with today's one of the quotes that I love. Here's to strong women. May we know them, may we be them, may we raise them. And I'd like to add, may we continue to support and uplift them. Thank you all. Namaste.
Wow, thank you so much for that message, Bahan Diana. It was a packed message. There was so much to learn from that, so much to take away from it. The one thing that I took away, there isn't anything I can add. The one thing I took away is striving for perfection. I've learned in my experiences that perfection is an illusion. What I strive to do and what I encourage everyone, all our women, men, children, everyone, strive to grow, strive to improve yourself. With everything you do, every experience you have, it's growth. Perfection, I thought that there was something like perfection. I've learned perfection doesn't exist. With that, I would like to thank you all, whether you joined us on social media or you're here with us in Mandir today. Thank you for being a part of today's service, and I encourage you to come next week and the following weeks, and please don't forget our special Mother's Day service. And now I hand you over to our musicians to close our program. Namaste.
Namaste. May we all stand for Arti Bhajan. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विन से मन का स्वामी दुख विन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहो किसकी स्वामी शरण कहो किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा आस करो जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ द्वार पर तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के शांति पाठः। ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिः ब्रह्मा शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो आर्य पत्नी माता सीता की जय। प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो जगत गुरु महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। भोजन मंत्र। ओम अनपते ननस्य नो देहि यनमिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं तारेश ऊर्जन्नो धेहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Namaste everyone and have a wonderful week.